What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Here we go again, like DMX said. Week 11, NFL. Take your fave picks. I done picked about 6 games. I think that you can win some money off of, and I can win some money up off of. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna definitely try to bless y'all with my theory and my ideology on what you think should be the best pick for you. So first game we gonna rock with. It's really a game I ain't really feeling, but I see some money in it. So it's gonna be the Texans against the Commanders. They got the Commanders at -3 over 41. Well, Commanders is coming off a short week. They thought they was gonna get Chase Daniels back this week. They obviously not getting him back. He has to wait another week. Um, the Texans, they have a strong running game, and for some reason they play a little bit better at home than they do on the road. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel as though, the Commanders are coming off an emotional high. Don't think the Commanders are as good as a team that you think they are just because they beat the Eagles. It was a divisional game. I think the Eagles took them lightly. I think the Eagles were smelling themselves a little bit, feeling themselves a little bit too much. And for that reason, I'm going to go on and take the Texans plus that 3 at home. So that's the first pick I got. I'm going to go with Houston. I think Houston, can keep the game close. It's going to be a physical game. It's probably going to be a low-scoring game. Both teams don't really have a lot of scoring power or nothing like that, so I think the Texans is going to do their thing at home. Another interesting game right now. We got the Detroit Lions on the road going against the New York Giants. They got the Giants at -3 over and under 44.5. That's a tricky number because the Giants, they play good defense. I will give them that. I think they top 5 in the league in defense right now. The Lions do give up cheeks. And what I mean by cheeks is they give up points. They can't stop nothing. They can't stop an 80-year-old lady right now. They couldn't stop my son running up the middle on 4th and 2. So I feel as though in this game, I would have to go with a money line. Because I really don't feel good with that 3. But if I had a choice, I would take the Giants money line, and I would stay away from this 44.5 because you don't know what you're going to get. You might get the Lions that turn the ball over and only could put up 15, 16 points in that cold, or you might get the Lions that give up cheeks and let a team like the Giants that really don't score that much put up about 25, 26. Today, 25, 26. 27, 28 or whatever, and now you're going over. So we're going to go with the money line and just say that the Giants is just going to win straight up. Sometimes, like I said, you can't be scared of the money line. Sometimes it is cool to just, if you really parlay it, especially if you parlay it, it's cool to sometimes just say, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and just hope the team wins and just add another team on your ticket to make your pay rate go up a little bit more on your ticket winnings. So I'm going to money line the Giants. Next game we got the Carolina Panthers on the road going against the Baltimore Ravens. Now this right here, in my opinion, is going to be a run fest. If you like to see running backs and you like to see people run the ball all day long, then this is the game that you want to watch right here. Because Lamar and them, once they get a lead, they're going to run the ball and sit on the ball and try to get first downs and run the clock out and just wear the defense down. The Panthers really ain't got no quarterback, and they really ain't got nobody to throw to wide receiver wise. So they're going to try to lean on their run game too. So if I had a choice, even though it looks low, I'm going to stay away from this 13 because we all know 13 points in the NFL is a lot of points. This isn't college. This isn't high school. They don't never give up those crazy spreads like -28 like they would do in the NFL or minus, not the NFL in college, but minus, 15 or 16, with Michigan or Ohio State. So in my opinion, I think this 13 is too high. Even though I feel as though they might can cover it, I'm going to stay away from that. And I'm just going to go with my faith right here of taking the under. Let's put an under right there. Taking the under in this game right here, under 41.5. I'm not knowing what the weather is right now, but it's going to be cold. And the ball turns into a brick. Like anybody knows that watches football around this time of year, the ball gets real hard. People start dropping the ball a lot more. Receivers are more dependable than they normally be. So We're gonna go with this right here. We're gonna go with the under with the Ravens and the Panthers. Next game we got KC going against the Chargers. Divisional game. For some reason, this is always a close game. You know, the Chargers play these guys 2 times a year. KC, they got the number one offense in the league right now. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes is definitely doing their thing as always, as they should. They had a new receiver core since they lost Tyreek Hill, and they've seemed to make magic happen. So, if I had a choice, I like giving the over in this game. I want the over in this because KC really can't stop anybody, and the Chargers can't really stop anybody either. Even though it's a divisional game, that's why the spread is so high. You will never really see a divisional game have a spread of 52, 49, nothing 48, nothing like that, because most divisional games are physical. Most divisional games are very emotional. Teams seem to play a little bit better no matter what the record is. So if I had a choice, I would take the over. This 52 right here. Like a little arrow right there. The over in is 52. But if you had to take a team and you wanted to take a team in this one, I would still take the Chiefs also. So I would take the Chiefs -5 and I would take the over to 52 if I had a choice out of those two. We're going to go with the next game, which is Cincinnati, which has been on the roll. They seem to have found their run game. Mixon has been running the ball like crazy. I think he had like 6 touchdowns like a week or two ago. The Steelers, Kenny Pickett, they're still trying to figure out their quarterback situation. They're still trying to figure out if he's going to be the quarterback of the future because they did draft him so high. But I see a low-scoring game, but I just don't think that the Steelers have enough to withstand the Bengals' offensive weapons that they have. Like, they have a lot of weapons, and they have one of the best defenses in the second half of teams in the NFL. So I see the Bengals jumping out with a lead, or, you know, Steelers might keep it close. Mike Tomlin is a good coach. Steelers might keep it close for a little bit first half, but I see the Bengals winning this game. Right now, let me fix that. I see the Bengals winning this game and covering this 3.5. I think they're going to cover this 3.5. Like, I just don't see these people having enough to stop what the Bengals got going on. So, last but not least, out of our games of the week that we have chosen for the Take Your Fade NFL Week 11 pick show is none other than my lousy team, the Las Vegas Raiders, against the Denver Broncos. This used to be a good game. This used to be if things had went right this year from the predictions of the preseason, this would have been a very high value game around this time of the year. But both teams suck. Both teams are trash. The Raiders, they're just out of it. They've given up on the season. The Broncos also, Russell Wilson, I don't know what he has going on in his life. I don't know if Sierra is talking the future again. I don't know what the hell is going on, but they are not putting up any points. They're last in the league in scoring. The Broncos are, even though they have one of the top defenses in the league. But if I had a choice, I would have to go with my Raiders. Not just because they're my Raiders, but just because they just have more offensive weapons right now. I think Jerry Jeudy just got hurt last week. I mean, it's Judy, whatever his name is. The receiver, number 10 for the Broncos, got hurt last week against the Jaguars. And it's just not going to happen. I just see the Raiders covering that 2.5. So we have right now the Texans covering the 3. We got the Giants money line. We got the under in the Ravens and the Panthers game. We're going to either take the over 52 or we're going to take the Chiefs going against the Chargers on the road. We also like the Bengals -3.5 versus the Steelers in a divisional game. And if I have my choice, even though I really don't want to fool with this game and touch this game, I would still take the Raiders +2.5 just because they have more weapons. So this is the ticket that I'm actually going to do. We're going to go with the Giants money line. I'm going to go with the Bengals, the cover for my 3-teamer. And last but not least, I am going to take the under in this Panthers and Ravens game. So, Carolina versus Baltimore, the under. And I'm going to put about $30 on here. Let's see what that do. So, that's the show for this week, you guys. I hope you guys much success this weekend in week 11. I hope you guys win all the money you can win. I hope you try to make DraftKings go bankrupt. I hope you try to make the casinos go bankrupt. I hope you try to make your best friend, well, not your best friend because that's your friend, but I hope you win your little money and your little side bet that you got from your friend. So, check in. Keep watching my videos. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend about these picks, man. This ain't no secret, man. This some information that you can share. You feel what I'm saying? So, if you subscribed already, or if this your first time watching, subscribe, like. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not begging you to, but it will be very appreciated. And we checking out, man. Until next time, until next week, until the next winning ticket, like we always say, bet with your wallet and not your heart. This PA signing off for Take Your Fade Betting Channel. Holla.